hit one to fly it all the way to the pin, and he needs to do that. Obviously, the ball's not going to skip very far because it's straight into the wind, but there's that ridge just a couple of paces short of this pin. He can't, if he lands there, it's not going to skip up. It's not going to fly it on top of that top level, just like that. Beautiful shot. Well, Jazz coming out of the rough doesn't really have that option. Probably not going to have the spin that Joo-Hoon Kim has, although he's setting up like he's going to hit a similar shot. That's not going to get there, surely.
So get it up to the top level. Jazz Jane Watternon still will have a putt for birdie. A man. Holes. Fanchai Longnittikul. Oh yes. Eagle at 9, eagle at 10, birdie at the 12th. Look at that scorecard. Fanchai Longnittikul. It's back to where he began the day at 4 under par.
And B.O. Kim's second shot into the par 5 11th. Oh, pin on the. Yeah, well played by B.O.
And he'll take that after that shaky 3-putt at the 10th. Now to the 10th we go, and it looks like these 3 players on the green going to be calling up the group behind. So while air traffic control gets that sorted out, Travis Smythe looking into the book here on the 11th. Good tee shot in the fairway. Just birdied the 10th after driving the green. Currently 5 under par is the Australian.
Yeah, this golf course actually gives you a unique opportunity to have consecutive holes where you will be putting for eagles. Travis Smythe drove the previous green, a par 4, had a putt for eagle. Looking at a manageable second shot into this par 5. The second shot will be playing with the wind from the left and the pin cut front right. So can't get too aggressive and pick a line too close to the pin and lose it in the wind. It will be prudent to look towards the left half of the green and let the wind drift the ball back to where the hole is cut.
Up and over the trees goes Smythe on the 11th. Oh, and not on the putting surface. Long left is the Australian. Well, it's been a wonderful return to golf on the Asian Tour, and it's been wonderful to have Laguna Golf Phuket host us this week.
We're very excited to be part of the Asian Tour Phuket series. The Phuket Sandbox has been a success since its launch in July, and it's lucky that we're able to host these back-to-back tournaments on the Asian Tour. It's a very exciting time for the Asian Tour, and we're delighted to be part of that first 2 events of the restart, so very excited for this week. We actually only had about 7 weeks since our last professional tournament, which was the All Thailand Golf Tour event. So in those 7 weeks, we've had to work very hard to prepare the golf course, fighting some unseasonal weather as well. It's been quite wet weather for the last couple of months, but the maintenance team have done a wonderful job. They've also been helped by Asian Tour, who've provided lots of advice and assistance throughout the period. So the course is looking good. The rough's very thick because of the wet weather, but the greens are running very true, and I'm expecting some very good scores, some very low scores, but also a few high numbers in there as well. So it should lead to a very exciting tournament, I think. To showcase the resort live on TV all around the world is a fantastic opportunity. We hope that following the reopening, the full reopening of international travel, lots of people who've watched on TV would like to come and experience the course for themselves, and also the resort and everything it has to offer.
Oh, it is a wonderful place to come when you head over to Phuket. Our thanks to the Nomad Golf Pro himself, Paul Wilson, our kind host this week, the group director at Laguna Phuket. So what a stunning setting this is. One of Asia's premier integrated destinations. Chansey Chang won't be thinking about the spa. He's got this to get to within one of the cut line. Dom?
Yep. He's grinding away. You can tell. I mean, I'm surprised he's in this position. The confidence he must have had coming into this week with that fantastic performance. But this position he finds himself in. There are birdie opportunities coming in. The next hole's a par 5. This is you'd have to say, is an outside chance. Coming up the hill.
Now get up to the 15th. Justin Kiban, saw a lot of him last week at Blue Canyon. This to get the Filipino to 4 under par. Ah, nicely done from Justin Kiban.
Really slow putt for Jazz, all into the grain and uphill. Really is a beautiful spot on this 10th green. I played this course many times, come here on holiday with the family, and this used to be the first. They flipped the 9s around. It's a nice gentle opening hole, and it does get your attention with that lovely pond behind the green. Well, this putt, there's not much to it. Pretty straight.
Yeah, and with that putt, Joo Hyun Kim moves back into the top 10, and once again another week where Joo Hyun Kim is lurking near the top. And at the 11th, Travis Smythe, third shot at this par 5. Uphill and slow. Chansey Chang for par. Oh, well done. An eagle attempt for B.O. Kim to extend his lead to 3 strokes. But it looks to be a birdie for B.O. Kim, extending his lead to 2 strokes. Yeah, B.O. Kim firmly placed at the top of the leaderboard and staring at a 3-foot birdie putt at the par 5 11th.
A little bit more than 3 feet for Travis Smythe. Well, did make birdie back at 10. Be keen to keep that little run of momentum going. Oh, slips by on the left edge for Travis Smythe. Well, earlier in the week, a couple of Asian Tour stars took some time out of their busy practice schedule to introduce the game to a couple of the local kids here in Phuket. Andrew Martin and Singaporean Jessie Yap sharing a couple of pointers with perhaps the next generation of Asian Tour stars. Always good to see kids getting involved at an early age for the great game of golf. Well, Bio Kim at the moment, 11 under par, but only a tiddler left to return to that 12 under par mark. Chanachok Dejpiratanamongkoll, bogey free through the first 2 rounds, will be at 10 under par entering the weekend. Round of the day so far, yeah, but that belongs to 10-time Asian Tour winner Scott Hend after his morning's effort of 63. Smythe to clean up for par at the 11th. All right, no problem for Travis Smythe. Doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in. Oh, it's another gorgeous day in Phuket. Bio Kim has got this little tap in left to move himself back to 12 under par. Yep, elementary 2-putt birdie sees Bio Kim stretch that lead to 2 shots at the top once again. It's been a bit of a slow start to this back 9, of course. 10th being a drivable par 4, 11 being a reachable par 5 for most of the players in the field. As we gaze down that beautiful picture postcard setting of this 11th, it's not a hole where the players are going to be able to see the putting surface if they're going to attack into, Anthony.
No, there are several blind shots out here, and this being one of them. You can see SSP right here. Even if he's in the center of the fairway, he's got that mound in the fairway that's about 6-7 feet higher than him, and you have the trees up ahead that's guarding the green, and the route to the green is just to the right of the second tallest tree on the left side, so over those palm trees as well. And it's a hole where you try to get yourself as far left as possible off the tee to give yourself somewhat of a sight onto the green, but SSB doesn't have the length to really flirt with the left side of this fairway. So he's just going to do his best to get this ball towards the left side of the green if he can. I think he may have enough distance with this club to get it on the green. He does have to be careful of missing the green to the right. Extremely quick up and down from there. The line looks good. He liked it.
And there's every reason to. That's 2 good hits from SSP Chaurasia on the par 5 11th. You could certainly do with an eagle or 2. Currently at 3 over par. Paul Peterson inside the cut mark at the moment. Going to take advantage of a scoreable hole, as Anthony mentioned, here on 11. And like SSP, going to have to contend with those trees, but he's drawn an uphill lie, so that should help him. Started that well out to the left, trying to sling a big draw in there. Well, it sounded like it hit the putting surface. There it is. So 2 good shots for SSP Chaurasia and Paul Peterson. Leave them with eagle looks at the 11th. Now, Kong Wat Mai.
Yeah, he's well left of the fairway.
So he's trying to chase one up from the left rough. Not able to get home in 2 was Kong Wat Mai. Now back on the tee after a bit of a wait. We find Joo Hyung Kim on a bit of a hot streak. 3 straight birdies coming to this 11th, Dom.
Yeah, looks like he's playing beautifully. This hole playing straight into the wind, and been a long wait for these players. You'd want to hug the left half of the fairway. It gives you a clear shot into the green. Anything towards the right half, you're going to be blocked out by trees. Not sure if young Tom Kin can get to that top level. It's about 280 yards to carry up there into this wind. I mean, Pachara hit his about 300 yards, incredibly long. Now in that kind of collection area where we saw SSP and Paul Peterson just moments ago, Chan Zi Chan, if he hits a good one, will probably end up in a similar spot. On the fairway, but not sure he's going to be able to go for the green. I think it might have to be a layup for Chan Zi Chan. Now Jazz, the wind is hurting them, but just caught it a little bit more to the left now, more from the left. So he looks like he's aiming up the left edge of the fairway.
Started left, kept going left, but he's got the green flag on the 11th, has Jane Watananond. Now your leader, Yeo Kim, 12 under par on the 12th.
This par 3. It was a tough pin position yesterday, fooling a lot of the players. Stayed a bit more fair, front left.
All right, Pachara couldn't get it all the way to the green in 2. Got the club face wide open. Ooh, that's always the danger when you're trying to hit a shot like that. Just chop the legs out from under it. And Kong Wat Mai was scrambling on the short 11th. Now Smythe on 12.
Just a little punch shot for Smythe, and missing well to the left. And that's not a good side to miss it.
Well, Kong Wat Mai on 11, take 2. Much more straightforward shot and played with some delicate touch. So good recovery for Kong Wat Mai. Now Vanchai Langnitikun is for a birdie. Oh. Great roll, bit unlucky. So Bio Kim's 5th birdie of the day sees in return to 12 under par. Pachara Kong Wat Mai not going to find a birdie on 11, so he'll remain 3 shots adrift. Travis Smythe has got lots of work to do on 12 if he wants to stay at 5 under par. The Australian out of position on the par 3. Here is Smythe. Look at that. It's an uninviting looking shot, but at least the lie's good.
And birdie attempt for yeah, much like the 10th, just another misread.
SSP was a fine second shot. He's on the front edge of the green, so this is a slight uphill putt that he can be aggressive with, and it is for eagle. 1 on. Oh, that close for Chorezia. And a birdie sees him to 2 over. Right now, level par, share of 56th. 1 over par is a share of 70th. And don't forget, there's TK Ratchanon on level par in the clubhouse. So those 65 players and ties will make the halfway cut. And if it continues to blow, and these afternoon players struggle a bit, perhaps the unthinkable, the cut line might slip to 1 over par, but it's still a lot to ask, Anthony.
Yeah, but especially with these finishing holes here, the final 4 holes today, it is playing extremely tough. These players will do their absolute best to not drop any strokes on those holes. So the 1 over pars, they're hanging around, they're interested. And Pacharov for par at this par 5 11th.
All right, par 4 Pachara keeps him at 9 under par through 11 holes. Six birdies and a drop shot this Friday for Kong Wat Mai. Now Smythe, a lengthy putt for a par at the 12th. So Travis Smythe going to drop a shot at the 150-yard par 3. This is the, well, usually reachable par 5 11th, and your featured group of the day, which also includes the voice of Asian golf, Dom Boulay. Dom, who's away?
Well, Jazz is looking for a ruling. He's in the left rough there, but it's one of those unusual ground under repairs, so I think he's blocked out by trees, so I think he's trying to drop to a position where he's got a clear second shot. So he's going to take a while. The other 2 players have just walked about 150, 200 yards up to get a clear view of the green. Just like the 10th hole, the tee shot is completely blind. The second shot here for these players going for the green is completely blind too.
I was asking that. I was going to drop it. No. You say that way. Yeah, that's correct. I will check, but my spec is like.
So abnormal ground conditions on the left side of 11. Jazz Jane Watnanon will get free relief from there. It looks like Tom Kim is ready to play.
He certainly is. 240 yards to the pin, just 233 to the front edge. He's looking a little left of it. I think he's going to try and play a little cut. So it's drifting right towards the 12th tee. Now, Chanzi Chan, he's on an upslope. And he's got no line to the green. If he went straight for the pin, he'd clatter into these pine trees, these tall pines. If he plays just a little bit left, there's a smaller pine, another 30 yards past, which I think he can just clear it. And then he needs to just cut the ball about 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, we can see where the pin is. It's just to the right of the golf cart. You can just make out the top portion of the flag. And it is evident that the trees are clearly blocking his way there.
Yeah, I'm standing about 80 yards in front of him. And he is looking just slightly left. Certainly was a cut swing.
Well, it's finished on the back left edge of the green, so a very good result for Chanzi Chang on 11. Chaz has taken his drop and, well, got a much better angle from this side, Dom.
I'd say that's a pretty good result too, Tim. From where he was, he had no shot at the green.
We'll see if Jazz Jane Watananon can take advantage of that good break. They're way back at 7 over par. Going to flight back to Bangkok tomorrow morning. Now, Paul Peterson on the 12th, front left hole location. Can't afford to miss this left. Oh, that is absolutely perfect from Paul. One of the best of the day we've seen so far on 12.
P.O. Kim at the 13th. You have to be careful of the hazard that runs along the left side. You'll see a lot of mistake from the players to the right.
Well, pruned a couple of leaves, but I think that's okay for the tournament leader, our SSP.
Yeah, found a nice two-putt birdie on the previous hole. That's okay there. And Travis Mead. And many ways you can play this hole. You can hit a shorter club off the tee.
Beauty.
Much to the delight of the people watching his tee shot from behind.
Wow. Kong Wat Mai couldn't find birdies at 10 or 11. He's last to play to the 12th. There's this drifting left. Oh, it's all right, just left of the pin. It's going to release on to the edge of the green, but that's just fine for Kong Wat Mai at the par 3. P.O. Kim in the right rough on the 13th, but he's 2 shots clear of Chanachok Dejpiratanamongkoll. At the top of the leaderboard is the South Korean. Fantastic 65s this morning from Prom Misawat. Now, heavy lie here on 11 for Tom Kim, Dom.
Horrible lie, and on a slight downslope too, and as you can see, hardly any room to work with.
So Tom Kim can't find the green in 3 on 11. SSP just off the edge of the 12th green. Oh, well played from Charazia. That'll be a par. Now Jazz.
Yeah, this is a horrible lie too. He's sitting on sort of damp mud, no grass under the ball whatsoever.
Well, that's a brilliant shot from Gene Watanen on, so it should result in a birdie 4. Chan Siu-Chang from the back left edge.
He's got some hands.
Lengthy putt for eagle.
There, though, it was a brilliant second shot to find the green, or the left edge of the green. He couldn't see very much. He had to go out left, and well controlled. I think looks like Tom Kim might play.
Yeah, it doesn't hang about Tom Kim. This is 4th shot to the par 5.
He's been unlucky a couple of times on that the 3rd hole, the drivable par 4. He was only same distance away from the pin as he was on that 3rd shot, and he had no lie, no room to work with.
Kongwatmai for a birdie at the 12th. Coming up the hill, and had a peek in, but it did not drop.
Yeah, but the putts that he has been hitting the past few holes, just grazing the edge. Chan Siu-Chang looking over this long putt, but this game of golf is so unpredictable. You know, last week Chan Siu-Chang finished the entire championship, the whole 72 holes, with the fewest amount of mistakes out of the whole field, with 3 bogeys. And this week, just 4 days removed, first 11 holes, finds himself with 3 bogeys and a double bogey, and here he is in this situation, fighting to make the cut the week after winning a tournament.
Andy, you think I have an explanation for this? I still can't figure it out. I've been playing this game for close to 50 years. It's golf, isn't it? That's just what it is, you know. It's befuddling. Now, this putt changes the grain 3 times. Into him for the first 20 feet, then down grain on the slope there for about 10, 12 feet, and then back into the grain. Little right to left, but it should come back the other way. Not bad from there.
See right there the projected cut. Even par. Right now it's teetering between level par and 1 under for most of the day. Bio Kim out of the thick rough on the right side of 13. And not for the first time today, producing a very fine wedge shot.
And Paul Peterson, birdie putt at the 12th. Yeah, sometimes this club is his nemesis. Travis Smythe from just out of the first cut of rough. Yeah, this was his only missed green yesterday. Will miss it today, but not in a bad position.
He's missed a couple of these today. I hate to give up a shot on a par 5, especially when you're just 15 yards away after 2.
And unfortunately, Joo Hyun Kim is going to do just that. As Dom mentioned, very unlucky a couple of times, back on 3, and once again he had 11. Just finding the going, well, a little bit tricky this afternoon is Joo Hyun Kim. Chan Siu-Chang has this putt to Just inch a little closer to the safety of that cut mark. Still, tricky putt to read, but it's an important one, Dom.
Yeah, it is, Tim. That was a great second shot he hit to find the putting surface. Doesn't seem to be taking as much time on the greens as he did last week. Does like to look at it from both sides. He's aiming out just outside the hole on the right side.
And a successful two-putt birdie for Chansey Chang, showing his champion mentality, still fighting his way back.
Yeah, anything can happen. He knows that. He was 2 over par through the first 7 holes on Sunday at Blue Canyon. Eagle at